with our review of Wednesday and Highest to Lowest. Let's go.
Falling feels like silence. It feels like the moment you finally see every mistake you ever made, staring back at you. They thought I wouldn't wake up, but something inside me refused to die.
Women like us, we forge our own path, dig our own grave.
What the hell happened? Wednesday happened.
Your gift is part curse, Wednesday. Embrace it.
Show me the curse then.
It's atoms with 2 Ds, like padded room. You don't need to worry about me, Mother. I do my best work in the dark.
Nice. Hey, it's Pajama with Pajama Life, and these two guys are Patrick. Say hey to the people.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be back. Got some great stuff to look at this week.
And this guy, David. Say hey to the people.
Aloha, everyone. Great to be with you here on a cloudy, semi-rainy day in our nation's capital. But will these programs keep us excited, or will they make us feel like we're watching a wet blanket? Let's talk about it.
Okay, I'm going to start with Wednesday. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh my goodness, it came through, and the twist at the end is absolutely fantastic and incredible and great and wonderful, and I never even thought of it, and it was so cool. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. I thought Joanna Lumley as the grandmama, perfect casting. She is absolutely fabulous. Wink.
Ah.
Good one, right? And the story, I mean, I thought it was maybe too many stories at the beginning, but they kind of wrapped it up in a great bow. And Steve Buscemi was incredible. I thought he was a great addition. And that twist was really interesting. And I thought even the now 3 friends were such a cute combo of crazy, cutesy, and more and maudlin morbid. I just thought that was such a great combination. And those 2 girls, Enid and what's the little spooky girl's name? Anywho, she was so cute and adorable, and both of them, I just wanted to kiss their little faces. They were so cute. But I also think this week's selections were both about obsessions and how the characters all had these obsessions that threatened their well-being, and to the point of death for some of them. So I thought that was a really good part of the storyline. I just think it's fantastic. David, what'd you think?
I agree with you. I really was impressed with this.
The twist,
First
right?
season of
The twist. Oh my
good.
God. Don't say
Really
what it
good.
is. The twist.
But I enjoyed this very much. The first season of Wednesday was a really high bar, and I think this one really lived up to it. And I was really pleased. I agree with you. The lady from Absolutely Fabulous knocked it out of the park. She was wonderful. I can't say necessarily that I need to know that much about Thing's origin.
No.
We'll say nothing more. Say nothing more.
I thought it was great.
But this was fun. You had Lady Gaga. It was just a really wonderful performance, and I do think overall this show is really good. So I wasn't as excited at the beginning of season 2, but the second part really bumped it back up for me. So yep, I'm in. I think people will really enjoy this. If you like the first one, you're gonna really like the second season as well.
Yep. Pat? what'd you think?
Okay, now the reason everybody's trying to avoid the twist is because I still haven't seen the last episode. So I appreciate both of you for forbearing and exuding your excitement. I can tell Pam's about to burst. But just saying, okay, without watching the last bit, and then thereby maybe
Don't
getting
say anything
the big
about a
payoff,
twist.
about the big payoff or whatever, you guys are that you're raving about. It feels like Harry Potter a little bit of a Harry Potter reboot, and I mean there's some direct line reboot bits. I mean there's you got the houses.
I disagree.
Basically, you got. Well, I'm going to keep going. You got the houses. You got the werewolves. You got the sirens. You got just there's several different kinds of groups of people that are all they're little grouping things. They're all part of the cliques and the clubs, and they're people in the pack, and then then you got the constantly dying teacher. You had the dying headmaster last year. You have the dying headmaster this year. Feels very Defense Against Dark Arts. Just a thought. Now you have Moaning Myrtle in here too. Who's doing Moaning Myrtle stuff. I'm just saying, there's a lot of really pretty direct line parallels. So it feels a little unoriginal, but I'm enjoying it. I mean, it doesn't mean that because the first bit was fun. Harry Potter's great. J.K. Rowling's kind of trash, but I still like the story. I still enjoy the world building, and this is. It's good, but it's not great. I mean, and maybe it'll be maybe I'll. It's CW level stuff. Feels like to me. What? It feels very derivative.
That is wrong. I don't know why you are.
I know it's an opinion, so it can't be wrong. So there you go.
I guess we keep you around for the wrong factor on the show.
Somebody has to be the voice of reason. Somebody has to be the voice of reason. I understand.
Somebody has to be the voice of foolishness, and
somebody's always a factor, and somebody's always going to be somebody talking truth. Talking truth.
So, I think it's a split decision, but definitely go and see Wednesday on Netflix. And hey, everybody, while we're saying this, won't you come on and subscribe? You know you want to. Stop trying not to like us and subscribe to our channel. All right, next up is the Spike Lee's Akira Kurasawa's remake of High and Low to Highest to Lowest. Let's take a look.
Wake up, y'all, the king's here.
Buying back, stacking his records. It's a lot of money.
There's more to life than just making money.
What you think? I think you gotta be a little crazy sometimes in this world to get what you want.
Somebody's got Trey.
What do you mean
Somebody's kidnapped our son.
$17.5 million in an all-black Jordan backpack. 11 a.m. board the 4 train going to money-making Manhattan.
You let him go, I make sure you set free.
It's too late for all that.
It's never too late.
You're not God no more, I am. I gotta feed the streets, my lady, and a newborn kid. And I ain't trying to go back and do another bid, you dig?
I know what that means, to have nothing and want everything. Can you handle the mayhem? Can you handle the money? Can you handle the success? Can you handle the failure? Can you handle the lovers? Can you handle the memes? Can you handle everything that there is in between?
What is that? Insurance. That's Jake from State Farm.
Where's my money? I got the 4-pounder sitting right here. Don't try nothing funny.
Okay, Patrick, what did you think of Highest to Lowest?
I mean, to be really honest, how could it be bad? I mean, you got a star-loaded cast, a top-notch director, basing it off of one of the legendary directors' films of all time, Akira Kurasawa. I mean, it was good. It was really good. I mean, there were some wonderful conundrums, moral conundrums placed in throughout this whole film. What's too rich? How much is enough money? When's enough? The conversation that Denzel had with the kidnapper in the studio was chef's kiss. It was absolutely
the strongest of the movie.
Spellbinding, and I mean, it was just really well done. I mean, like I said, you get to cast that talent, you're going to have a good movie for the most part. Because
Yeah.
people that good don't sign on to crap movies unless there's a lot of money.
Well,
We can all think of ones that have exceptions to that rule for sure.
Yeah.
So, but I really like this. I was, I didn't know what it was going to be about. Had no idea. Hadn't heard anything about it other than you said we should watch this, and it was an Akira Kurasawa remake, and I'm like, well, hell yeah. And then I looked at the cast list. I got a little bit more excited, and I watched it, and I was like, well, this is really well done. And the music throughout it, really good too. Enjoyed every bit of this. This was a really, really good choice.
Great. David, what you think?
I too enjoyed this. I love and agree a lot with what Pat just said there in terms of all of the pieces you've got in place. How can you go wrong? Well, we have seen it go wrong, but it didn't go wrong here. And I think this was wonderfully done. I think it is very subjective and it is opinions. But when you think about some of America's finest actors in the history of cinema, Denzel Washington's place in that conversation, I think, really is something to have it'll be a nice little moment in the conversation when you're thinking about some of those great actors, whether it's Bogart and Jimmy Stewart or whether it's Pacino. Denzel Washington is just fantastic, and he continues to shine in everything he does. We've seen him in Shakespeare. We're seeing him in a Kurosawa remake. Brilliant performances. I think people are going to really enjoy this one if you haven't seen it already. This was, for me, it's 2 for 2 this week. So I'm a big fan of what we watched. So check out High to Low, and you won't see anything in the middle. That's for darn sure.
Well, actually, this one is highest to lowest, but you should also check out High and Low from Akira Kurasawa. There are several great themes in this, and the one that's interesting to me is the issue of obsession. And I didn't mean to pick it, but it does fit both of the um, shows we watched today, because you have people who have these obsessions that consumes them. And the same way with the Denzel Washington story, that you have people around music executives who are obsessed and will do anything. You saw a little bit of that of the girl in the lobby who was there every day playing her guitar waiting for her moment. And then you saw the most extreme version of that with the kidnapper. And it was some interesting parallels drawn, and it's a lot of it is true to the Akira Kurosawa High and Low, where the kidnapper is obsessed with the executive, and the reasons why are very similar. I think and I'll talk about, maybe I'll do a separate show on comparing both the Akira Kurosawa and Spike Lee. But I think Spike Lee takes a different look at class, and a modern day look at class and policing in the Black community with the police officers versus the thing. The only problem I have with this movie is the last 5 minutes. I think that he did an amazing job of the final confrontation between Denzel Washington's character and the kidnapper. That was masterful. And who knew that the rapper is like such a foil, and the twist that it takes is great. And if it had stopped there, it would have been mwah. I would have given it an A. But that last 5 minutes was some Hollywood BS, or Spike Lee was trying to get somebody he knew on. And I was like, what is this? This doesn't even fit. And so it kind of took me out of the great moment that it was. And so it dropped it a little bit for me. But definitely, you could cut it off at the end of the prison scene. you would have a fantastic movie. But I think he really kind of messed it up with that. Kind of made me mad. But throughout, Jeffrey Wright's character was amazing. Denzel was top tier, I think, and you got to see the change in him and how it impacted him in a new way. So I thought that was really great to see that kind of humbling of his character, but then the growth still able to occur with that character. So definitely it is one of Spike's best. I'm gonna just advise you to cut it off after the scene, and
watch the whole movie, guys.
Watch
Come
the whole
on,
movie.
that just,
My
watch
cat
the
just
whole movie.
totally disagreed with you on the last 5 minutes, Pam. Henry Jones Jr., the Beesman, as I call him, he knocked the phone right down as you said. Leave the last 5 minutes. That was Henry's favorite part of the entire
oh
flick.
yeah.
So,
I don't know
sorry,
Well, you
about
know,
him.
there's something that I missed. I would like to just mention really quickly that having the guy who is Mayhem in the commercials as one of the police officers, and then every
Actually,
time he was off the screen.
that's his brother. They're twins. That's his. That's not
No,
him. That's his
wait,
brother.
shut up.
Yep, Dean Winters.
Okay,
The other
Dean
guy
Winters
is his
is the
brother.
guy, but I think he's the commercial guy too. Anyway, having him on screen and you could just see the commercial, but then there was 2 or 3 instances where Denzel or Jeffrey Wright were talking about Mayhem when he wasn't on the screen. And I was like, wow, that is some tongue in cheek, subtle placement. Nice. Anyway,
And
sorry.
also
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I apologize.
The door, the number on the door of the person is A24, and this is a collaboration with A24. And so I already knew when I saw it was an A24 movie. I was like, oh, okay, I know I'm gonna like it. So definitely, I think we all agree that highest to lowest is of the highest caliber movie you should watch.
agreed.
All right, that is it for us. We will see you next week where we will review It's Back for the 5th season. Only Murders in the Building. So we will check that out. And on Netflix is a cute show called Jenny Chow versus the Underworld. We're getting ready for Halloween. This is a cute one. And we will see you next week. Pat, say good night to the people.
Everybody, be safe. Have a good week. Don't stay silent. Keep going. It's going to be great.
David, say good night.
Everybody, thanks for joining so long, and I hope you have a wonderful week watching some things that are entertaining, even reading a few things that are entertaining as well. So long.
Hey, and definitely, hey, you've been watching this for a little bit. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be aware of all of our new content. And have a great week and vote this Tuesday if you are to vote. And we will see you next time. Take care. Bye.